Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. I'm on my fourth and final all-inclusive review here in Arenal, Majorca. And it's this hotel behind me. It's the Hotel TAL, affiliated by Fergus. It's a 3-star hotel. I'm checked in for one night all-inclusive. Well, so-called all-inclusive. Already got my room key. I'm in room 704. Let's check this hotel out. Right, so room 704. Card slot for your electricity. Right, so you are straight into the room. It's only a very small room. Now, check-in for this room was very simple, to be honest with you. It was a signature and a credit card. I hadn't paid online for this hotel, so I had to pay at the property. Straightforward credit card and a signature and a passport. I did book a double bed on this one. I remember booking it. So there's not a lot to show. You do have your card slot to activate the electricity. A large mirror, medium-sized TV with your remote this time, so you don't have to purchase the remote or put a deposit on the remote. Anything in the drawers? No. So your desk and chair. Bedside table with one PowerPoint. I don't see any USBs. Built-in wardrobe. Some shelf space. A stiff door. Few hangers and a key operated safe, which normally means that you have to purchase the safe day by day. Let's do the bed check. Oh, I'll check the drawer first. Nothing in that one. Bed check. Pillow protector. It does look nice and clean already. It's a little pull in the cloth. And your mattress protector. That's very clean as well. So everything looks clean. Now, I did book a balcony as well, so I can see the sun coming through. I don't know what the view is. Oh, it's quite a large balcony as well. Oh, it's bright. Yeah, little table with chairs. Quite a nice sized balcony. You could actually sunbathe on this balcony. And I don't think there's much of a view. Oh, that looks a bit weird. That's a bit high. And one last room to check out, and that is, of course, the ensuite. It's quite tight in here as well. Very tight. A 3/4 bath with shower. Looks quite clean. Bidet, your toilet, again clean. Your sink, hairdryer and a mirror. Now I do notice that there isn't any hand gel by the sink, but there is shower gel. So try and get a longer shot. I don't know how I'm going to do this because it's so small. Let's check out the rest of the hotel. Good morning, I've just returned back from breakfast. Well, didn't really have much of a breakfast. 2 fried eggs on toast and a little bit of Fisher-Price plastic bacon. So what do I think of this hotel? The TAL Arenal, affiliated by Fergus Hotel here in Arenal. Where do I start? We'll start with the reception. When I came in, not a problem. He seemed to be paying a lot of time to the gang that had arrived just before me. They were all German and he was laughing and joking with them. It came to me and it was a straightforward thing. A wristband, I had to make the payment. I'd already booked the hotel online, but it was payment at the hotel and I had to sign a bit of paper and that was it. But that's all I got. So I thought that was quite simple. It was only later on that I thought, I've got no welcome pack. I haven't received anything at all. He didn't even tell me where the lifts were. He didn't tell me what time the meals were. He didn't explain the drink rule, even though I knew it, but I've never been here before. I wouldn't have known about it. I had to find a sign and video it, and it still didn't make much sense. Really, when you read it, you don't know if you're getting 3 drinks with each meal or just the one allowance of 3 drinks. Didn't make sense to me. He didn't tell me where anything was, the pool, the bar, or anything. Nothing explained. Now, when I come to the room, it looked fairly clean. But in reality, when you're trying to maneuver in this room, I booked a double room. This is not a double room. It might be a double bed, but the balcony is virtually the same size as the room. So it might have been better putting the bed on the balcony and it would have given a bit more room. I tried to do a little bit of work last night on my laptop, which is on the desk in front of the television. It's literally on the television, the laptop. And it's ridiculous. My face was in the laptop trying to do a bit of typing. Thank God the TV was behind so I could rest my head on the screen of the TV when I was a bit tired. PowerPoints, they only have a couple of PowerPoints, so you've got to unplug something before you can, you've got to either unplug the TV or the lamp before you can actually charge anything. And as you can imagine, I'm carrying cameras, microphones, my phone, my laptop. They all need charging, so you've got to pull one out to charge the other. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's no USB points. It's not fit for purpose, this room. You can't move. How two people could spend a fortnight in this room? They would kill each other. Literally kill each other. My suitcase is on the floor, just here, just down here, by the door. So when I go out, I have to pull the suitcase over to go out the door. The bathroom is not much bigger. When you get out the shower, you are literally got this much gap between the bidet and the sink. So it's ridiculous. The room is not fit for purpose. I don't know what the other rooms are like in the hotel, but this one is a shoebox. The rest of the hotel, oh, it's the same again. Communal areas. You walk in, you've got this brightness, everything looks spacious. There's a massive big lounge, there's a massive big bar. Around the reception area is huge. The restaurant is huge. Again, the first impression you get when you come in the hotel, but you are not paying for the bar and the restaurant and everything else. You're paying for the room. You have booked a bedroom. That's what you search for, is your bedroom. And you end up with this shoebox. Wi-Fi, I tried to connect to the Wi-Fi. Not working, I'm on the 7th floor. So I goes down to the reception and explains that I cannot connect to the Wi-Fi. It connected on reception. So I said to the receptionist, I said, is it because I'm up on a different floor? Is the Wi-Fi throughout the hotel? Yeah, like this. Oh, I found out later on, there's a Wi-Fi zone in the corner of the lobby area. It has a sign, Wi-Fi zone. So once you go off that zone, you lose your Wi-Fi. She didn't explain that because she didn't have a clue what I was talking about. Mobility access, they have got a massive big ramp that brings you into the hotel. But how you get to the rooms after that, if you're in a wheelchair, I don't know because the lifts are tiny. So you can get into the foyer, maybe you have to sleep in the foyer, I don't know. But you can get into the hotel on a massive ramp. Staff-wise, the receptionist, he didn't speak much to me yesterday regarding the information when I first arrived, so I've been down to complain and to ask a couple of questions regarding the noise I had to put up with last night. Now, he spoke English to me yesterday, but the moment I mentioned the word complaint, he sort of didn't understand what I was saying. In the end, I walked away. I got no information off him because he couldn't speak English. The other staff in the hotel, mannequins, basically mannequins. In the restaurant, everybody was taking their plates off the tables themselves and emptying what was left into the trolleys and putting the knives and forks. Now, I've been in hotels where they do that again, but they had about 6 staff standing round in the restaurant doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. They were in certain parts of the restaurant just standing there looking pretty. Basically mannequins. The only person that moved was one of the male members of staff, and that was to answer his mobile phone that kept going off all the time. I was in the restaurant. He must have had about 6 phone calls, and he kept going off to answer that phone. So the staff in here are, as far as I'm concerned, useless. Right, let's get to your all-inclusive drink allowance. I'm back on this again. Your 3 drinks with your lunch, your 3 drinks with your evening meal. I had to find a sign that told me what you could have because no one explained that to me. Anyhow, I never had an alcoholic drink yesterday at all in this place. All I did was have a couple of coffees. But I'm back to this again. It's antisocial behaviour within these areas in Majorca. So the hotels are sort of like joined in with the law to combat antisocial behaviour by cutting down the level of drinks in all-inclusive. Just all-inclusive. But again, you can still buy them at the bar. I went down to the main bar last night to just have a coffee, and there was a DJ on who, again, didn't know what he was doing, because you don't play 2 tracks at the same time for about half an hour. Because I could hear 2 songs going constantly for about half an hour, and I was thinking, what is he doing? Didn't have a clue, never spoke on the microphone, never moved. Another mannequin. The barman standing there doing absolutely nothing, because that massive big lounge area for this hotel had about 7 people in, if that. So no one's buying any drinks in the hotel. So they've cut down on the all-inclusive allowance to make you buy the drinks, and it isn't working. Now, this is the issue I've got. If you just listen carefully now to this little bit of a recording that I made. This went on from the bars close in the town. The bars and the clubs close at 2:30 in the morning. This went on from about 10 to 3, so they made their way back to the hotel, till about 20 to 5 in the morning. I had to put up with this noise constantly. Just have a listen. Now, I did try to complain. I rang the numbers of reception that I thought would be reception, and they are normally the same numbers in most hotels. It's either 0 or 9. I rang both of those numbers for quite a long time and never got an answer. Now, was anyone on reception? Was anyone answering the call? There's cameras on every corridor. They can see what's going on. These people were banging on doors. Now, when I say people, you are talking, there's a lot of, like, I'd say students in this hotel. There's been a lot of students in most of the hotels I've been in, but they've never acted like this. Last night, this was just like a madhouse on the corridor, banging on all the doors. The girls screaming, clapping their hands. It sounds like they were dancing up the corridor. And this went on for nearly 2 hours. It was just constant banging and banging and banging, and slamming doors, laughing, screaming. I could hear one person going, shh, but the other one was laughing and screaming and banging. It was a male with a really loud voice. In fact, you could just hear them again now. Now, I thought about going down to complain, but I'm at the very far end of the corridor, so I would have to go past them to go down to reception, if there was a receptionist there. So they'd know I'd been down to complain, so that would have made a bit more of a nightmare for me, I think. So I've been down to complain this morning. Doesn't speak English, doesn't understand what I mean, just waving his hands going, no, don't understand. That's what I got. Would I come back to this hotel? The wristband, I like that. I like the wristband. We love having you back. I've never been here, so I don't know why they love having me back. Plus the fact I won't be coming back. Now you're looking for the price. I paid this amount of money for the pleasure of this, by the way. I actually paid this to stay here. Can't believe it. And it's about £20 dearer than the 2 Blue Sea hotels, which was, I would think, is far superior than this. I nearly said it. I paid for single occupancy in this double shoebox. As you can hear the banging again. I paid for single occupancy in this double shoebox £82.61. That's single occupancy, all inclusive. The food has been not that much, I tell you, not that good. And believe it or not, 2 people could stay in this room if they could fit in. 2 people could stay in this room for just under £3.50 more. Yes, £86 for 2 people. £43 to stay here, all inclusive per person if there's 2 of you, but I paid £82.61 because there's me on my own. That, as far as I'm concerned, is daylight robbery for all inclusive, because it's not all inclusive. Again, they're doing this to combat antisocial behaviour in the hotels. Only the all-inclusive hotels. I'll say it again. If you're coming to Majorca, check where you're going. Make sure you're not coming to any of these places, because you're just basically going to get ripped off. Right, I'm moving on to my last hotel today, which is a half-board hotel, so I've got no problem with worrying about my drink allowance. I'm hoping it's better than this one. To be honest with you, it couldn't be any worse. Realistically, there's no way on the planet it could be worse than this. What have I just jinxed myself? Give the video a thumbs up. Of course, hit that notification bell. Like, subscribe and share. And I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully it's better. Fingers crossed. Thanks for watching. And bye for now.